pies. We hope you guys recognize him. He's in the building.
I
He's
still look the same.
still look the same. That's what I'm saying. You should recognize him if you were a fan of that restaurant and that mini series. Mr. Bruce George, what's going on, baby?
Man, what's going on, brother Michael?
Man, it's glad to have you. Glad to have you back again, man. Glad to have you.
As always.
Yes, sir. Since the last time we saw you, man, which was what, about, I don't know, 4 months ago or so.
Yeah, about 4 months ago.
What's been going on in your life, man? Has it been good, bad, or ugly?
Man, I don't know. With these gas prices, I almost didn't make it.
Gas. Man, that gas, man.
I started, you know what I'm saying, get on my bicycle, come over here.
Now it's time to take the Uber. Everybody take advantage of Uber now.
Right.
Yeah. This is the time.
They are.
Exactly.
They're liable to go up on you. You took the words right out of my mouth because they have to compensate for the gas because I'm sure they're using up quite a bit at what is it, four something a dollar, four something a gallon right now, isn't it?
No, it's three. It's almost
$3.89?
for like $3.89.
$3.89.
Yeah. If you go to certain places, you get it for $3.49 like I did yesterday.
Yeah.
That was Sam's.
Sam's. You took Uber to Sam's?
Oh, man, I ain't take over Sam. I just drove past and I seen that 3 foot. Oh, let me get some gas. Let me get some good gas because I ain't even paid for it out.
Yeah. You made a U-turn and went back to it.
Check the little dust off my Sam's card. Because I ain't been inside of it. So long I threw the dust off my car. Okay, let me see if this joker still works.
Man, look.
Man, save me 50 cents.
How bad do you think it's going to get, in your opinion?
Man, I got a text from one of my partners in California. Theirs is $9 right now.
$9 a gallon for gasoline in California.
So
Ooh.
they saying we can reach that.
It's coming.
In Texas.
Yeah, it's coming. I just saw it on the news.
Yeah.
Kenny Wayne, $9?
$9
In Texas.
I told you all gonna be $140 a barrel. So the boys getting ready to go back to the field. All them boys, they dusting off them doolies, getting ready to go back out to the field.
Dusting them off.
Yeah.
Ready to put that. Man, it's gonna be what, about 150 to fill them doolies up?
Yeah, but they going out there to make it though.
Make
They
it
go
right
out
back.
there and work 7 days and come in with $5,000-$6,000 for a week in their pockets. They going to make it. They going to make it.
They ain't really doing too much driving when they want to go out there.
Yeah.
So the vehicles, they go to work back to the motel room.
Yeah.
That's about it. Go get them something to eat if they're not ordering something.
Yeah. Unless the company paying for gas for them to haul something, so they good.
Per diem might pay for their gas.
Yeah,
Either
good.
way. Salute to all of you field workers, all of you oil field workers. Salute to you,
Double salute.
men and women.
They
Salute to y'all.
they going in the black this year.
Yeah. Because it's one of those things, man, where we don't look at it when it comes in the breakdown. I don't know if it got some. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with that war. But when it breaks down, we ones paying for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, nobody see that. We the ones paying for that. That's why we got to make sure we are financially stable. Because people that's with regular jobs or hourly wage jobs that's barely making it now, that's coming out their pocket. You know what I mean? They got to travel. I just had somebody told me, man, I travel from here to here back to work. I'm like, oh, no, that was my cousin. Travel from one side of town, drive about an hour away from work. And she's like, shoot, I don't know. I'm going to have to tell them I'm going to put in my 2 weeks. With these gas prices, I'm like, yeah, you better find something closer.
Use up a whole paycheck on a gas tank.
Yeah.
That's what's going.
One tank of gas.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So I mean,
have mercy.
I done cut my hours at the office down to 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Maybe possibly 2. You
And
know, because I got an office at home, but with insurance license, you have to have a brick and mortar
Right.
to sell PNC. So
Okay.
you can't sell PNC from home. So I can't let the office go.
Okay.
I have to keep an office, brick
Right.
and mortar.
No, you don't. We have a virtual office right here. You can work from home and use a virtual
Every
office
month,
space. We have a new company called Holy Lot Postage and More. We supply virtual offices. We supply mail.
But see, it can't be virtual. It's got to be brick and mortar for PNC.
Yeah.
They come and check.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They come and check.
Well, we tried. We tried.
They come. Oh, they'll walk in on you.
Put a sign up.
Yeah, they'll walk in on you.
Oh, wow.
They'll walk in on you.
We'll tell them, yeah, he's done the lunch. He'll be back.
He'll be back in about
They'll
5 minutes.
They're
No,
walk.
we are not condoning insurance fraud.
Yo, your broker.
No, never that.
Yeah, your broker is their job to check and make sure. That's the only reason I got a brick and mortar, because I tried to do PNC
Mhm.
from everybody, and they said, "Where's your brick and mortar?" We gotta come check your brick and mortar.
Oh,
So I had to get a brick and mortar.
they
So,
want that money.
Yeah.
It's all about money.
Yeah,
That's
they're
all
gonna
it's
make
about.
sure.
It's about that dollar, man. It's about that dollar. If they ain't making dollars off us,
It ain't making sense to
it ain't
them.
making sense to them.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
It ain't making sense.
Well, sometimes I need the office to get away.
Right.
You know, just to go close up. At home is good at home, but you
Yes.
know, but you get man. I get caught up. I'm watching Young and the Restless
See?
and
That's why
the
you don't have the
news.
TV on. Look, I have a TV in my office at home, and I don't even remember last time I cut it on. I sit at now, I look up and you ready to cut it on, like, no, I need to stay busy.
Yeah, mine on all day long. My wife walking back and forth, and she'll come in and sit down and watch TV for 5 minutes. Then she up and gone.
See, I have the same problem. She loves noise when she's working. I can't handle noise. I can't handle any. The dogs don't need to say nothing. The cats don't need to meow. The cars need to stay silent, not starting.
Right.
The TV needs to be off. I don't need no Young and the Restless. I don't need no. I sure don't need Steve Harvey on that, man. I won't look at work all day long. But y'all get my point.
Right.
But the TV's not on. She's not productive. She has to have some noise, and I'm like, how do you work like this? I need to get to the office.
Right.
Like Ken Wayne said, and I need to go to the office every day. But while our car is broken down, I'm stuck in the house and I got to work there to cut down on gas. With the Uber, cut down. I mean, it don't make sense. Okay, we're saving on gas already. But now I'm spending Uber. We may as well be stockholders in Uber and Lyft as much as we've been using it. So I just sit at home and save that little. It's nothing, but it's like $7 or $8. But that's per trip. $14 a day, let's say. Times 7 days a week, that's gonna add up in a month.
It's gonna be quick. It's gonna add up quick.
Add up quick, especially if they raise them prices. Y'all, this is the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. We're gonna get to the interview right now. This is Bruce George is in the building. I hope y'all I hope a lot of y'all recognize him. He was an integral part of Sweetie Pies, the restaurant, and the miniseries, y'all. That's gonna.
I know
the center of it.
The
I
center
know
of
you
it.
get tired of that, you know, but
Man,
that's
it's a blessing and it's a curse, man, because you know, when I came home from prison, that was my first I ain't gonna say my first job. Well, it's my second job out of prison. And man, we didn't even expect that blow. I started off like say busting table, a waiter.
At Sweetie Pies? Okay.
I started off as just going out there cleaning tables, and I used to make some money. Cause that's why I used to be out there door so bad when the people come in and tip. I used to walk out the door, I used to go home because you know when you're making tips, you just stick them in your pocket. You ain't counting.
Right.
I get home and start counting all this money. I'm looking like, damn, I made $350. Oh, I'll be working more. So every day, man, I used to come home, man, and me and my wife, Larry, we used to go through all the money, man, add up like that. At the end of the week, man, I probably made like $3,000 in tips.
In tips.
Just in tips.
Just waiting tables.
Just waiting tables because the restaurant it stayed busy from time to open to time to close.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
We didn't have breakfast. It was just straight lunch. We opened at 11 and closed at 7.
Okay.
Or 8. No, we closed at 8.
Okay.
So we opened at 11 and closed at 8.
Busy the whole night.
We would close on Mondays. That's the only day I had off. They say you want another day off, and miss $350. I don't think so. I just can't work. I was working for $1.13.
Look. I work on my off day.
Exactly.
let me ask you this question before we get deep into it.
Right.
You know, we all, as we sit here, imagine how it would be when the lights come on.
No.
You know, to be that celebrity. How is that feeling? You know, because a lot of people, we all long for that.
Great
to
question.
be there. You
Yes,
was front and center
right
of the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? And as we can see, your entrepreneurship grew with that. You know, so you was able to take that and flip it. But you know, just how did it feel just to come like from the mud, like we say, from the mud to the spotlight?
Man, it felt good at the beginning. I didn't feel. You know, I go into like different little scenes they had me in. Come on, Bruce, come over and go in this scene. So it was at the beginning, it was just like a little pickup stage. But once I got to California, it was all about me. I'm talking, they in my house. They followed me around. Come on, like, whoa. I ain't signed up for all this, man.
Like paparazzi.
Like paparazzi. You know what I'm saying? I ain't signed up for all this, but it came down to. But one thing that I said, I'll never let it change me. You know, it doesn't matter of all that. You know, I go places and stuff. People, oh, you go, let me get a picture. Let me get a picture. I used to be in a restaurant. And no offense to people, man, but I be in a restaurant eating. You know what I'm saying? People just come up, oh man, Bruce, man. Now I gotta stop. I can't eat no more. I gotta go wash my hand. They just shook my hand in between my T-bone steak I was having. You know what I'm saying? I can't go back and dig in. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
this was during COVID or after?
This is before COVID.
Before COVID, okay.
Right before COVID stuff.
So he was already clean, y'all, before COVID hit.
So that was the thing, man. I never let it go to my head. You know what I'm saying? I stayed the same person. When people come in the restaurant, I never want to be like, I ain't taking I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
What for? Because if it wasn't for these customers,
right,
we wouldn't be
exactly. Exactly.
You know, I tell people all the time, when you run a business, mainly restaurant business, your main important person is your customers.
Main important customer.
So I go to restaurants now, and if I don't get greeted, I turn around and go right back out.
There you go.
Because I'm coming here, I need the top service.
She's the same way.
Yeah, the top service. I need somebody to say, welcome to whatever I'm walking into.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How can we help you? How can we be of service to you? If we go sit down, we went somewhere the other day and ate, and the waiter never came over and gave me a refill, my cup empty and nothing. So I looked up like, but you want a tip. Right. You know, the tip is never let my cup get below half.
That's right.
Because I'm a big drinker.
That's right.
When I come out.
That's right.
So I won't refill that. It's just the customer service now.
That's right.
And with things there now, people just don't honor that. And I think that was one of the biggest things that we had at our PayP, that customer service.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, had to be on point. Yeah. And we know exactly what you mean because we had our daiquiri shop, if you recall. Yep. And our man, I hate to keep bringing it up, but that was a nightmare as far as employees was concerned, because our employees didn't care about customer service. You know, it was welcome to Daiquiri Soul every time they came in. It was make sure you fill their glass up, make sure they're satisfied. And if we weren't there, how did they say it? When the cat's away, the mice will play. Yep. That's how it was at our restaurant. So we understand where you're coming from with that. And customer service is big.
And that's the thing, you know, I don't care. And this is what I tell all employees. Now, everybody that's listening, when you guys work somewhere, you signed up for that. I didn't put no gun to your head and force you to come in here and do that.
No.
So when you come into somebody established and they paying you to take care of your family, your bills, you have to give your all.
Yes, sir.
That. What's the name? Yeah, it ain't your business or your establishment. If you want to have your own, then you got to get your own.
You got to get your own.
But right now, you working for me, and I need for you to be on point. You know, from the time you walk in to the time you leave, because that's what I'm paying you for. And like I say, if we neglect that customer service, and then us as business owners, we're gonna lose out.
Gonna lose out every time.
Because you know what I'm saying, we the ones that's losing out because we got all the money that's invested.
That's right.
We got to take care of the bills. We got to take care of the food. We got to take care of this. We got to take care of the insurance. We got everything we have that fall on us, and we got to pay y'all.
That's right.
But you come in the business, be on telephone.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, what in the world?
Yes, sir.
I literally used to walk people out, because they know I ain't play. Hey, excuse me. Go ahead and clock on out, please.
Go on, clock out. And talk on the phone all you want.
You can have the rest of the day talk on telephone.
Right.
But now I need you to serve that chicken.
That's right.
That's what I hired you for.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I need you to be serving the chicken and be greeting them customers.
And they have the nerve to have attitude, which you didn't.
God.
Didn't understand.
Like you did something wrong.
Like you did something wrong. I'm doing my job.
I did something wrong by asking you to clock out. It's called steal a time.
That's right.
If y'all ain't know that. You know what I'm saying? It's called steal a time. When you at a job site, right? And you doing something other besides what you was there hired for, you stealing time.
Being productive.
Clock in and go sit in your car. Who do that?
We had one of them too, didn't we?
I used to do it until I became a business owner, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I would come in the office some days. I had two girls working in there, and I would come through the back way.
Right.
You could hear them giggling from the time you come in the door. They just having a good time in the office. I'm supposed to be on a flight, but my flight landed early. So I walk in, everybody laughing, and they're giggling. Wait a minute, ain't no work being done.
Right. That's it going on.
I've been gone for 3 days, and we ain't made no money.
None.
Okay, but everybody won't get paid at the end of the week.
Everybody.
How does that work? Let me look at the numbers. Let me look at the numbers. Let me look at my bank account and see if that match up with what y'all got
Exactly.
going on. And then something in between is not adding up. You know. So that's why, man, when I left the restaurant, I started doing the energy because my thing is I like to help.
Okay.
I'm always when we had Mayor Turner gave us the key to the city for Harvey because when the restaurant closed down, we was out there. Me and Tim and a few other people, we was out there helping tear down people's foundation, the wall. Where they had us turn from here to here down because they, letting their stuff dry out. You know what I'm saying? Before they had the FEMA and them came and rebuild up. We was helping people clean out the house, getting water out of people's house. So man, they seen that. I mean, hell, we didn't have nothing to do. The restaurant was shut down. We couldn't do that no way. But the thing is, man, so I start doing the energy because I like to help out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I've been up to, man, Lady Malcolm, man, energy and water. Because I want people to understand on the saving right now. That's why I told y'all earlier. That's why I'm so busy now. Because now them gas prices going up.
Right.
When your gas prices go up, how you think your energy?
Everything follows.
It follows.
Everything goes up with it.
Electricity is formed by natural gas. So when them gas prices rise, your energy bill rise. So I be trying to let people understand. No, it ain't about the dollar. I ask people all the time, how much you pay per kilowatt? I have no idea, but my bill is $200. But how did it get to $200?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't even know what a kilowatt hour is.
They don't have a clue.
Till you use it. Use it.
Don't have a clue.
Use it.
Right.
Use it. You find out.
You find out what's this KWH right here, baby.
Before we go any further, explain to our listening audience what exactly is a kilowatt hour.
A kilowatt hour is those that live. Well, it's anywhere that you live. That's what the electricity company charge you per kilowatt. So sometimes the rate can be higher than the next person. So everything that you use in house, whether if it's 500, 600, 700, like big houses use like 2,000 or 3,000. For a kilowatt. A verbal plan, so it's like month to month.
Right.
And so when you in those type of plans, you pay more than if you lock it in for price protection over the course of a period of 2 or 3 years.
Gotcha.
24 months, 36 months. So the kilowatts is what is we get charged how electricity bill is.
Okay.
That's what a kilowatt is.
Okay. Yeah. And on average, a kilowatt hour is normally around 6 to 8 cents, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Well, right now they went up, so it's like anywhere between 6 to 9.
6 to 9.
Because, like I say, because of the fluctuation of the gas.
Gotcha.
So now it's anywhere between 6 and 9. So those that's paying 12 and 13 and 14 cents, y'all better look at y'all bill.
Better look at the bill. They get
they'll look at it at the end of this month.
Yeah.
I used to watch a show called The Fleecing of America. That's how the show used to come on too. The Fleecing of America. Have you ever seen that show?
I never seen it.
You never seen Fleecing of America? I think it was on Channel 13, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. I haven't seen it in a while. But that's what that sounds like. They are, they're increasing the prices on, and getting over on customers. That's not right at all. So tell our listening audience who are you with? Is this your company right here?
Yeah, this is a company I'm with. So I represent Direct Energy, and it's one of the largest companies here in Texas. We go all over.
Okay.
Y'all might see me. I might be in Waco. I might be in Palestine. I'm talking about going to Tyler next week. San Antonio, Pflugerville. I'll be everywhere.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want to shine a light and help people, mainly at this time of the day. But these gas prices going up, is people need to look. And what's the name? So I dipped off to the electricity and the water.
Okay.
Because this is what's happened families, and people need to understand on both.
Right.
They'd be like, well, I'm with this company. One, we have this big company that's in here called CenterPoint.
All right.
That's
I think everybody knows.
Everybody. They should know if they don't. Mm-hmm. So when somebody comes and say, well, I'm with TXU, I'm with Direct Energy. No, you're not. You with Centerpoint. Those people you just pay your bill to.
Right.
Because if your power goes out, who do you call?
Centerpoint.
I'll say, who you with?
You would bipolar energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If y'all remember, you remember the freeze we had last year?
Yes.
Okay. So it was a couple of companies that went bankrupt behind the freeze.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. It was a couple of companies that went bankrupt behind the freeze.
Energy companies?
Energy company.
Okay.
Because they was buying the energy wholesale. Right.
Gotcha.
So that's what they selling to the customers to. But when the demand, people went from 8-9 cents a kilowatt to $30 a kilowatt.
$30.
That's why you don't see Green Mountain no more. Do you see anybody from Green Mountain anymore in the store?
No.
They were snatching. It was all on news. They were snatching tens of thousands of dollars out of people's accounts.
It is a dirty game,
Oh, it's
man.
a dirty game.
It's a dirty game, man.
I never do nothing auto pay. I call you in.
Yeah.
I ain't putting those because they were snatching tens and $15,000 out of people's bank account for electricity bills.
I had no idea that
Electricity, big deal.
I had no idea that was going on, because that sounds like some stuff that goes on the streets that I won't mention on this show.
Right.
Where you buy wholesale and you sell it retail. And you price it whatever you want to, basically.
Yep.
Wow, I had no idea that goes on. I knew some dirty things went on
That's
in
why
corporate America.
That's why they were trying to regulate it.
Yep.
That's why they spent so much time trying to regulate it. I mean, yeah.
Because the thing here, man, back in 2004, Texas came to regulate it. So everybody was HMLP. That's Houston Light and Power.
Right.
That's what it was back in 2004. Be right before 2004.
Mm-hmm.
So when it took over, when it came to regulate it, that's when they bring all these other companies in to outsource the electricity. And then Houston Light and Power turns to Centerpoint. Okay. So now Centerpoint, that's who we pay our gas bill to. And that's who also we see on our light bill.
Back up a minute.
Yes, sir.
$30 a kilowatt hour.
$30 a kilowatt.
Yep.
They were getting away with that, and people were paying it.
$5,000 and $6,000 light bill.
The demand.
So their light bill was going from something reasonable to something crazy.
Going for maybe $89 to
$500.
$6,000. There's one lady on the thing, she was crying. They took $15,000 out of her account for her light bill.
That is dirty. That is dirty.
$15,000.
And they went bankrupt because of what?
Because the supply man say, so these other companies, they buy electricity wholesale. So if you don't have enough electricity in the grid for your customers, then what you gonna do?
They buy you out.
Centerpoint?
You gotta buy somebody. Yeah, you gotta let somebody buy you out.
Yeah.
It's a Victor Newman move.
Stop watching the young rap.
Well, it is.
But
Victor just wait on you to go down, and he swoop in and take everything you got.
Swoop in and takes everything you got like a bald eagle.
It was at least about between, I think it was 6 and 8. If I can't get the exact number, between 6 and 8 energy companies.
Gone.
Yep.
Off the face of the earth.
Yep.
Just like that.
Well,
good riddance.
Their customers was getting letters in the mail saying you need to find another provider because we bankrupt. That's crazy.
Yes, it is. Good riddance to all of them, because that's not right at all.
It's not right.
Those kind of businesses never need to be in business. Never. They make it bad on our community. They make it bad on the citizens of our community. That is terrible. Let's get to your company. Explain people how your company can save them money in comparison to the bigger companies, the other companies that are more well known.
Okay. So with how it works is, like say, when these well-known companies, and I don't like bad talk, no other companies, but when you have other companies that's charging so much, you guys got to understand, you pay that bill. You pay that bill. That's your money. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you want to make sure you're getting the right amount. Do your homework. Just don't, sign up. Do your homework, because if you don't do your homework, you're gonna be paying more for lights than what you should.
Okay.
You got to do your homework.
Got to do your homework on these energy companies. We're talking about Direct Energy right here.
Yes,
Where can they get a hold of your information to make sure they save money in the near future?
Y'all can email me. My email is BG Energy Advisor. So look at that. That's my email, BG Energy Advisor. Or you guys give me on Facebook or Bruce George on Facebook, and then also Instagram is BG Energy Advisor. Because I want people to understand, you can get me, I'm your advisor. I'm your energy advisor and your water consultant. That's what I do. I make sure for those are homeowners, I make sure you guys' home is safe for you and your family.
Okay.
Because a lot of us, I call it put a Band-Aid on something. You know what I'm saying? We do, and I just left somebody's house and gave me a bottle of water. That, I be trying to stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I come in and I show you homeowners. You guys pay 2 water bills for the same house. Do it make sense?
No. Explain.
Okay.
I am lost right now. I'm lost.
So right now,
what do you mean I pay 2 water bills?
Okay, so when you pay a water bill for your home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Sam's, Walmart, Costco, whatever else, and you buy a bottle of water.
Got you. Oh, I got you.
Because
Yes.
you don't drink your tap water at home.
Right.
Most people don't sit down just for a hot second, be like,
Why am I doing this?
why is I'm doing that?
I do.
Why is I'm doing that?
I do. And let me interrupt you for a brief moment.
Yes, sir.
I do, but I do it for different reasons.
Mhm.
I'm old school.
Right.
I was told, don't come in this house. There's water outside.
At the water hose.
So I am still doing it today. Tell me what I'm doing to my system, to my body.
Okay. So in every zip code, we have different contaminants. The water companies, it's their responsibility to tell us, but we don't read. You know what I'm saying? We don't read like we're supposed to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the information's out there. So for it's a website that I go to, and it tell me per zip code how many contaminants you have that's coming to your house.
In each region.
In each region.
Okay.
I don't care where it's at.
Okay.
It tells me exactly how many contaminants you have coming to your house.
Where can you find that information again?
It's an EWG tap water database.
Okay.
EWG tap water database.
Okay.
Put in your zip code, and it will literally tell you how many contaminants that you have coming to your house. And some of them, like I was at the area today, had 49 contaminants.
You see me put the coke down.
I see you put it down real quick. 49 contaminants.
49 in one
49
region.
contaminants in one region.
What,
And
are
14
you?
of those contaminants is above health guidelines. And what that means is, out of those 14 contaminants, some of them could cause cancer.
Are you allowed by law to divulge what region that is?
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's EWG tape. Just Google it. EWG tap water database.
No, I mean the region that you were in that had 49 contaminants. Are you allowed to say it out loud, or?
Well, we was here in Texas, 77084.
Okay.
That's a zip code.
Have mercy.
And zip 77084 is terrible.
77. If you
live
in the area code of 77084,
you better call me.
please drink bottled water and not the water that comes out of your tap.
Not the bottled water.
Yeah, because they say it's not the bottled water. It's 5 dangers of drinking bottled water, which it's not the water itself. It's the bottle.
The bottle.
The bottle itself contains contaminants. So it contains arsenic, which arsenic causes cancer.
The plastic on the bottles.
The plastic on the bottle.
So what are we supposed to drink?
Your water out of a glass. There's no chemicals in the glass. But when they make these water bottles, they put chemicals. That's what they use to make these. These only supposed to have like a life shelf for so long, but we don't know how long the water has been made to put in the bottle. Sometimes now with COVID, they're getting stuck on trucks and boats and ships, so we don't know how long it's been on those. Then when they get to the stores, we don't know how long it's been on those. Then we give them to our house and put them in our garage. So by the time we open up and drink it, we drink a damn bottle full of chemicals.
Full of chemicals. Okay. So what do you suggest we do? Buy filters?
Well, the filters is not going to do. It's just going to help your drinking water.
Okay.
So what I suggest, like I've been telling, what I do is home water filtration systems, and what that does, it take care of your whole entire house.
Okay.
The water is so hard. That's why when we get out of the shower, we have to put lotion on because we're so dry.
Yes.
And it clogs our pores up. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
When we were little, we used to go swimming. The first thing we came home and did what? Rinse the chlorine.
Rinse the chlorine off, or they had a shower on the side of the pool.
Or that.
Mm-hmm.
How can we do that if our house has the same amount of chemicals as the chlorine pool?
How can we do what? Rinse off the chlorine?
Yeah, how can we do it when we take a shower with chlorine? Because they put chlorine and other chemicals in the water to kill all the bacteria. But when it comes to house, it's so potent. It was just a thing about a year ago, when a little boy up in Louisiana died because of all the stuff in the water.
I didn't hear that either.
Did you hear about that?
We don't watch much news.
Oh man! And when the fields I be in,
Uh-huh.
I keep my ear to the street because.
So a little boy in Louisiana consumed too much water from his hometown.
No, they didn't put
passed.
enough. They didn't put enough
Filtration.
no, they didn't put enough solution in the water to kill the bacteria. The bacteria killed the little boy.
God bless that family.
Man, God bless him, man.
God bless that family. How old was the child?
9
9 years old.
years old.
God bless
9
that
years old.
family. God bless that family. So you are here to make sure our listening audience saves money on their energy bill,
Yep.
and also make sure they drink the right water.
Exactly. Where I do water, this thing I call water test. I come in and I'll show you, I do a precipitation test. It shows you all the calcium, all the stuff that's in your water. It will show me and you that once I break your water down. Then it tell me how hard your water is. Then it tell me how much chlorine you have in your water. The test shows everything. And then it's, like I say, people don't understand. When you take care of your house gonna take care of you.
Yes, sir.
It's investment. That's what you buy it for.
Yes, sir.
So the hard water, it tears your plumbing, your pipes up, your water heater, your showers, your shower heads, your faucet. That's why you see all like the calcium build up around. And people they be like, what's that? Oh, let me wipe that down. Let me go buy some CLR. Let me go buy this. Let me go buy that. Buy all these chemicals, but they never get rid of the problem.
Never get rid. It comes right back.
It comes right back.
It's a Band-Aid.
It's a Band-Aid.
Yes, sir.
So people use Band-Aids to put over something, and they don't just fix the issue.
Right.
You spend tens of thousands of dollars on chemical products, bottled water, and invest into your house, get rid of the whole problem. Now you're good for a lifetime.
Yes, sir. So filtration systems
Yep.
is what you are encouraging our listening audience to invest in.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. And y'all don't understand, do your homework on it. It'll save you so much money, and it'll take care of your house. Your skin will feel different.
Okay.
When I shake people's hands, they're like, damn, why your hands so soft? Because I don't use the same water you do. You know what I'm saying?
The water will soften your skin up.
Oh, most definitely.
Yes.
It's most definitely. And when you do the test, you can feel the softness over here and the roughness over here just by doing the water test.
Okay.
You feel it. When you do your laundry, I know when people do laundry, they use that's a good top right here. So when people go do laundry and they do they soap, right? They use the little big cup
Of laundry.
of laundry
Yes.
soap, right?
That sits on top.
This is on top.
Mhm.
When I do water systems for people's houses, this is all the laundry soap they need for one load. That's it.
Because the water is so pure.
It's so pure. You don't need a whole bunch of soap. This little top right here for one load, a large load. Now, I ain't talking about a small load, like 2 items. I'm talking about a large load of clothes.
I'm laughing, not at you. I'm laughing at myself because I've been getting in trouble my whole life for using too much detergent. So
You cleaning everything up. Huh?
So I probably still use 2 or 3 cans.
And most people do, but like I said, all my people I help out, because I don't call people customers, I call my family.
Right.
All my extended family members I help out. I said, how long you bought detergent? How long has it been? Because I ain't bought detergent in 4 months. Because that one bottle that used to last them for 2 weeks, now it lasts them 4 months. Because they're not using as much.
The big one that says 170 loads or something like that.
You probably get 360 loads.
360.
Because you using less.
Okay.
Dishwash liquid, hand soap, using less. When you most people when they go to the store, they buy shampoo and conditioner.
Mhm.
You can take out the conditioner now. You don't need no more because your water conditioner. You just need the shampoo.
Really?
Just a little, yes. You got the only reason why we put conditioner in our head
Because the water's too hard.
Come on now. We putting back the
I've never been explained that before.
we putting
Okay.
back the
Protein.
the protein that the water is taking out. So that's why we had to put a conditioner in our head.
Okay.
But if our water is conditioned,
I got to make it funny right quick. Is that why folks have been falling out?
Man,
Because the water's too hard?
and all the chlorine. So when people wash their hair, they whole feet filled with their hair. Yes, that's what.
Yeah, I've been using the wrong water
You know what I'm saying?
for a long time.
Y'all see this?
Yeah, you got a head full.
Head full.
Why didn't you tell me this about 10 years ago?
Man, I
Before
was in California, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, look.
I was slanging chicken dick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, I'm making jokes. But I don't understand, while we're on the subject of hair. You see all this?
Yeah.
None of this is falling out, but the hair on my head did. Is that different?
Because when most of us, we don't wash this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we wash our hair. We don't wash it. And I still don't understand how we can get those that hair that go away up here, we get a face of her and her anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like how is that possible?
Right.
But it's from what we eat. You know?
Okay.
That's all it is. From what we eat and what we drink. You know, that's it.
I was the only from junior high school all the way through high school. I was the only hairy man in the locker room.
Wow.
I don't know where this came from.
Wow.
I don't know who my ancestors are, but
we gotta do your research.
I would like to find out, because I was always made fun of. Man, ain't no hairy Africans. They used to make fun of me all my life. They ain't no
Right.
hairy Africans. Go over there. They ain't got no hair on them. So it was always a joke. Go ahead and pay some attention to your listening audience right there, and
Hey,
maybe
everybody's on there.
they're asking you some questions or saying
Yeah,
hi.
I'm sure. I'm trying to see somebody ask a question. Hey, everybody, I see y'all, but they just listen. Who was that? Okay, fine.
Thank y'all for joining the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. While Bruce George looks at his live feed, we're going to allow him to pay some particular attention to his family and friends who are supporting him on his live feed. While I'm giving him that opportunity, make sure you share our live videos worldwide. We want everybody to know who Mr. Bruce George is. We want everybody to know who Real Talk 100 Radio is. We want everybody to know that this man sitting beside us, sitting in between us, was a star on a television series called Sweetie Pies. Y'all go look up the miniseries, go YouTube it, whatever you want to do, and you'll probably see his face in plenty of those YouTube videos. Sweetie Pies. What? Number one show.
Hey, Miss Robin, have you listened? That's my baby.
Miss Robbie.
Yeah, that's my
Robbie.
Miss my baby. She always be my baby.
How are they doing right now?
They're doing pretty good, man. I talked to her. I talked to her for New Year's. I talked to her for New Year's. She got a restaurant down in Jackson, Mississippi. It's doing pretty good down there. And then she still got the one in St. Louis. Yeah.
Okay. Are they still in Houston?
No, they're gone. They've been gone from Houston since like 2018.
18? I knew they closed the one down. Was that Fulton?
Yep.
I knew they closed that one down, but I thought they had another location. And because we're on the north side, I thought we were just missing
There
it.
was one on the first one was on West Time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean not on West Time, on Richmond.
Richmond.
Yeah, Richmond, and then Harvey came, and then that's when we moved to Fulton.
Fulton. Okay.
Yeah, I opened up both of them.
Open up both of them. Not to get too far off subject, but my boy, man, how's he doing, man? That the court case and all of that.
And they still just following through on it. I talked to mom. He in good spirits.
Okay.
I mean, I just pray for the brother.
Yeah.
Because you never want to see nobody in that position.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever the fact is, man, that's still my brother.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We fell out, but you know what I mean. At one point in time, you couldn't break us apart.
Okay.
So I still love him. That's still my brother, man. I just pray for him and his family. Mainly his mom. His mom is still standing there. That's her only baby.
Right.
And I always salute to her because it's rough.
I know it.
To be the mom and the victim.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. So
it's
yeah.
rough. So I just ask everybody, encourage everybody, just pray, just keep in your prayer.
Prayers for him. Prayers for him.
Definitely.
Yeah. Because like I said, don't nobody, really want to go through stuff like that or even be involved in it. You know what I mean? Or
No.
we even talked about that, but
It's not an enviable position at all.
yeah. I used to get nasty what they call it when they
Hate mail.
when they DMs, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
Direct messages.
Direct message. Somebody don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how you. Bruce, you next. They come and get you. You come and get me for what?
Because you worked at the same spot.
Exactly. You dummy. I'm an employee. What are you gonna get me for? Because I sold a lot of chicken.
They're gonna arrest you for the chicken.
I mean, just like
That thigh you cooked me wasn't good.
Don't even know me.
Bruce George, you're under arrest for serving that chicken.
I'm like, man, these people is crazy. Listen, that's a TV show, y'all.
People
I'm a normal person every day outside TV.
People will hate on anything, though, man. These days they'll hate on anything.
And he is, and I can admit that because, I met him. I went to the restaurant. I met him, and he was cool. And I took my family back. My wife met him, and he even allowed Craven Cakes to bring some stuff over there. We took some cakes over there. So I'm talking about that's just how approachable, Bruce was. So my wife just driving down the street one day, and she said, "There go Bruce." And then we've been the best of friends ever since then. She turned around, went back, and we've been friends ever since then.
The GMT Morning Show went down to the restaurant on Richmond and did a live interview with you and
No, we were on Fulton.
what was it?
Fulton,
Off by the railroad track.
Yeah, that was Fulton. Yeah. And I'm saying I'm down to earth, man. Anything I do from back then to now, just like I say, Sweet Pies was just a platform.
Okay. To grow from. Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And now my thing, I just want to help. And that's what that's my calling. You know what I mean? I tell everybody every day, I help my niece out when she watching, my cousin when she watching. Now, I'm going to be over and get your car, because I know I got to get those brakes. I'm sorry. But I like literally, I'm one of those, man, for my family, for my friends, man, for people in general. You know what I mean?
You want to help?
I want to help because I want to help educate people. You know what I'm saying? One, saving your money. You know what I'm saying?
You just gave us several different ways to save money just by purifying your water at home.
Definitely.
I never thought of it that way. The right water will allow you to save money on hair conditioner. You don't have to buy that no more. It'll allow you to use less less products, less chemicals. You don't have to use as much washing detergent when it comes to washing your clothes. Name some things that'll say you're drinking the right water,
Your clothes.
using the right water.
Your clothes, okay. When people don't understand how clothes lose color,
Right.
because of the water. So our clothes never come clean. So when we washing our clothes with hard water, all the soap is still in our clothes. We put those clothes with all the soap in the dryer.
See, Lisa, it's not my fault when that happens. That when the towels get washed,
He's looking for an excuse to get out.
when the towels get washed, and our shirts and pants are in there, and the towels get all torn apart, and the lint is all over our clothes. See, it's the hard water.
Because the
See?
soap is still in
See?
your clothes.
You're not sorting your clothes out, Malcolm.
No. Malcolm over here washing grays and whites and stuff like that.
He putting the towels in there with his shirt.
Right.
You jock washing.
You be having the work clothes and a handful of towels.
I tried.
But that's the thing, though. But our clothes do, like literally, with the hard water, our clothes don't come clean. The soaps, the detergent still be in the clothes. So when we do put it in the dryer, when your lint trap be so full, that's why.
It's eating your clothes up.
It's eating your clothes up.
Okay.
Because, if you put mix heat, which is in the dryer, and the chemicals that are still in your clothes, that's going to fade your clothes.
Okay.
It's going to it's going to start deteriorating your clothes because it's chemicals in there. And the heat and chemicals don't mix. That's why when you can't sit water in the sun, this bottle of water, you can't sit it in the heat because heat and chemicals don't mix.
Uh-oh.
So when you do that, you drinking a bottle full of chemicals.
Uh-oh. Man.
That's why them old folks back in the day, your clothes never faded because they hung them on the line.
Hung them on the line.
You know what I'm saying?
The whites was so white.
Man. And then not only that, like when you wash your dishes.
Okay.
And this anybody, if you guys at home right now that you listen, take out a clean glass that you wash right out your cabinet, and tell me, do you see a bunch of water spots on it? Right now.
Out the cabinet?
Out the cabinet. Silverware. Your silverware got water spots on it. Mm-hmm. Your glass got water. It's all soap scum that's from either you wash dishes in the dishwasher or you hand washed it. Mm-hmm. You still got soap scum on your glass and your silverware. because your water didn't allow it to clean it. I don't care how hot you got it. You still got soap scum on your glass and your silverware.
Education tonight, y'all.
101.
Education
Or
101.
301.
I have heard a lot of what you're saying,
Yes, sir.
but I haven't heard all of what you're saying. I've heard that the water, not the water bottles. I know already that when I go and I drink tap water, say I'm cutting the grass or outside just lounging, and I go over and I fill up out of the tap on the side of the house, I know that water is not as good for me as purified water. I know that much. But I'm old school. I'm set in my ways, and I'm like, oh, it's not gonna bother me. I need to get past that, right?
Yeah.
I need to get over
Because
that.
If you look at the website, I'm gonna give it to you again before I leave. If you look at the website and put your zip code in, you gonna break that habit.
Lisa, write the website down, and Mr. Bruce George,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bruce, make sure you give our listening audience that website again. Lisa, can you write it down?
The
or put it-
website y'all go to, and you just put in your zip code. You go to EWG Tap Water Database.
One more time.
EWG Tap Water Database, and it's going to put in your zip code, and it's going to tell you exactly how many contaminants that's in your water. Scroll up, and when you get to it, scroll up all the way to the bottom, and it's going to tell you. It's going to name every. It's contaminants and other that I can't even pronounce.
I bet you it is.
But I know, but something that I can't pronounce, I know it ain't good for you.
It ain't good for you. It's not good
You
for
know what I'm
you.
saying?
Yeah.
And when you look it up like that, it'll tell you the potential effect. Potential effect, cancer. Potential effect. And they this is information. They telling us. They literally telling us.
But they know that most of the society won't
They
read.
won't read.
They won't pick up a book. They won't do any of that.
And it's the
Okay.
same way that we take everything for granted.
Mhm.
I think we get caught up in our daily lives and we take everything for granted. But just like we took electricity for granted
Yes.
till last year.
Yeah.
Look what happened in February.
Yeah.
Nobody had lights. Nobody could do nothing about it. I bet you right now you can go out there and somebody got rich off making Generacs. Because they are on every house that you go to now. They're going to make sure that they're not in the cold and not in the dark anymore.
Just like what was that? When they Home what was it? Home Depot, Lowe's, all of them.
Uh-huh.
Man, people running up, they made millions,
Yeah.
millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, people don't understand. You have to prepare for the worst at all times because we in that society. We
Right.
really have to prepare for the worst.
And you never know when it's coming.
Yeah.
Just like that. We had no idea. Oh man, it's Valentine's Day and we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It's gonna be cold for a day or two. And we was literally shut down for a week.
Shut down. Shut
We
down.
didn't think we didn't look and see in January that we in Houston, Texas, paying under $2 a gallon for gas. Now we paying going on $4.
Yeah.
This was 2 hour time frame. This is no exaggeration. 2 hours I was at Sam's getting gas, $3.19. This
Okay.
is at 2:00.
Today,
No, this was last week.
last week,
Saturday.
2:00, it was $3.19 a gallon.
$3.19 at 2:00 on Saturday.
Mhm.
I left and came back, drove past that Sam's at 4.
Mhm.
2 hours later, it had jumped from $3.19 to $3.29.
10 cents.
10 cents
Mhm.
in 2 hours. Today, and I drove past, it's $3.49. I watched them gas prices rise.
I do too.
You know what I'm saying? Because I do a lot of driving.
Right.
I mean, I like I said, I was in a Tallahassee earlier. I was over on Bisnet earlier.
Mhm.
I was in Katy earlier. So I'll be rolling.
Are you like me? Are you as bad as me? She gets on me all the time. Babe, it's only 5 cents. I don't care. I'm going over here
Yeah.
because over here is $3.41. Over here is $3.46.
That's my money.
I'm going over there.
Yeah, that's my
Babe, it's
money.
just 5 cents. Are you just like me?
Yeah, I'm just like, and then
Is it worth it?
It is worth it because
Okay.
it's my money at the end of the day. If those 5 cents going to add up throughout the year,
Right.
that's why I don't use my debit card for gas.
You don't.
Because no, I don't. Because okay, I could pay $3.89 for gas with my cash.
Mhm.
But if I use my debit, I'm gonna pay over $4.
Are you talking about the cash payments? You
Yeah.
say cash is cheaper. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Where you pay for the convenience
Yes, sir.
or you swiping your credit card or your debit card. You pay for the convenience.
Right.
Keep on paying until at the end of the year, you just gave away. This is your money you work
Right.
for.
Right.
You just gave away about $500-600, and then you realize.
Didn't even realize it. Just like that.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm. It's easy to do it.
Easy. So I pay attention to those type of things with those guys because I don't just give my money away no more. Just because I got it don't necessarily mean I need to give it away.
And you just reminded me of something. I made it a mental note at the end of last year that we were gonna stop doing that, and you just reminded me because I had a deja vu. I went to the gas tank before the end of the year last year. I put the debit card in the gas tank, and I looked up simultaneously. I put it in and looked up at the tank and saw the cash, and I was like.
Take it on out.
I took it out for a minute, but I didn't have any cash. I was like, so I put it on but I made a mental note. I said, man, we need to stop doing that. Because
if you just look at it, maybe got 12 months in a year. If you're doing that, and if you get gas where I get gas, oh man, I know I'll probably be out an extra $1,200-1,300.
Easy. Yes, sir.
I fill up every other day.
Yes, sir.
I learned. I drive. I don't care. You can call me right now. You in Pearland. I'm coming because I want to know how important this is. It ain't about no money with me. It's about educating, protecting your family, and help. That's what it's about. So I will put gas in my vehicles to get wherever I need to get to.
Wherever you need to get to.
It don't even matter.
In a good week, when everything is going smoothly, we drive about the same amount. We participate in many events around Houston, outside, greater surrounding areas, all of that. And so we use up, on a good week, we'll use a tank probably every 2 days. Every 2 days.
I mean, we're gonna feel it. We're gonna feel it from all the way from the grass cutting man
right
to in the store, because imagine those guys with those trucks. They really finna be hurting.
Oh man.
Yes.
I was looking on Facebook and all my truck driver boys was showing, $700, $800, $900 for a tank of gas.
And that's why, man, I say God. I'm a firm believer in God, man. When I had the truck, the box truck, it went down.
Right.
But everything happened for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Everything happened for a reason, because that my box truck, you take $130 to fill up. That's when the gas was under $2 for diesel. Now diesel is $4.50.
Have mercy. That's gonna hurt you.
Man, them brokers catching hell. I mean,
because the brokers still gonna keep your pay at the same amount.
Right.
Yeah.
So how I used to do the brokers, I usually at least want $2 per mile for my load. If you call me, if I call you and you got a load that's going 600 miles, I need $1,200.
Okay.
For that load. Every mile is $2 because of the gas price.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't got to pay for my insurance. You ain't got to pay for my wear and tear on my truck. You ain't got to pay for my fees and everything I have. So yes, I need $2. But you have some people who's coming to the box truck game, and they taking them low loads like that. So they hurting the people that's
Okay. Before we get to your trucking company, I want to rehash so our listening audience doesn't get lost. So our listening audience doesn't get lost. I want to make sure that those who are just now tuning in understand what we've been talking about thus far in the show. First of all, we're with Mr. Bruce George. He's a serial entrepreneur. He owns 3 small businesses, I believe, and one small business is the sale of water, purified water. He says that a lot of us waste a lot of money on water per year. Why? Because we've already been given a water system at our homes, but then we go to Sam's and Walmart and Aldi's and all these other places, and we buy 48 bottles of water or whatever. We get water delivered to us or whatever, and that is unnecessary. Exactly. Why? Because all you need is a water purifying system, and we've talked about that. We're going to rehash that in a minute. A water purifying system will save you tons of money per year, is what he is telling us today. I'll let him rehash that in a second. Secondly, he's here to save you money on what, Mr. George? Energy, your electricity bill. So before we move on to his third business, I want Mr. George to tell y'all how he's here to help you and how you can contact him to save money.
Like I said, I'm on Instagram, BG Energy Advisor. My email is bgenergyadvisor@gmail.com. you can get me at those any of those sites. You know, in Facebook, Bruce George. You can get me at those. What I come into your home and just compare. What are you paying now per kilowatt? And like I say, those that don't know what kilowatts is what you get charged per your usage in your home. So every kilowatt you pay a certain cents, and those cents add up. So that's what kilowatts is. And then on your water, where I show homeowners the more conservative, least cost-effective way to protect your family from the dangerous chemicals that's in our water, all the contaminants that's in our water. I show you, and I'm not Houdini, anything else. So when I come to your home and show you this water test, you're gonna know, like, wow, that's in my water. And I help you take all that out your home, so therefore you have a good quality safe water.
And they can see the contaminants.
Oh, I see it right away.
You can show them the contaminants, how they're ruining their health.
Yes.
By going on a website. Where can they go and see where the contaminant, if they're staying in a certain region in Houston, where they can see the contaminants are?
Go to a website called EWG. It's a state website. So you can go on there. The state has to tell us what's in the water. But like I said, a lot of us don't read. Bottled water companies don't have to tell us what's in the water. They just sell it to us.
Just sell it to us.
They sell it to us. But the state has to tell us what's in there. So EWG, tap water database, it literally tells them, download it, Google it, whatever, put your zip code in, and it'll tell you exactly what kind of water is coming to your home.
So
if you don't like those numbers, call me.
Call Mr. George. Once they go on the website, they test the water, they test the contaminant levels in the water. They see the contaminants for themselves with their own eyes, and they call you. What are you gonna tell them?
I'm on my way.
You're on your way.
I'm on my way. Only thing I do, send me your address and your phone number, and I'll be on my way so I can sit down with you as a family, because that's what I like to do. It's not, I don't look at nobody as customer. Everybody I help out, you guys are my extended family. Because if I'm over in your community and I need something to eat, or some good, clean, purified water, I'm coming to my family house. You know what I mean? So these are the things I say I extend. When I help out with the energy and water, I literally extend my family. I don't look at nobody as no customer, as no client. I'm extending my family, because one thing about me, I like to educate my family.
Education. And we're talking about the consumption of water right now. You're going to go to their house. You're going to sit down with them, and you're going to tell them, I am here. I'm going to show you that I'm here to offer you a water filtration system that will stop you from drinking bottled water. Now tell them, what's wrong with drinking bottled water? We were raised to think that the faucet water on the side of the house was bad. And if we don't drink bottled water, we're going to die. Well, that's what we were taught. But now you're telling us that drinking bottled water is contaminating our bodies too.
It's 5 dangers of drinking bottled water. One is E. coli. And everybody know what E. coli is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So E. coli.
That's why you get sick so much, because you drink all that bottled water.
Look, go on, Lisa. Preach, Lisa, preach.
Kill me by making me drink it every day. You don't even have life insurance on me.
Okay, let me clear my name right quick.
Same was on you,
let me clear my name right quick before we move on, listening audience. This woman, if I let her do it, will not drink water at all. Wow. And I am simply trying to keep her hydrated. I did not know the information that we're learning today. This is my disclaimer in case she keels over tomorrow. I did make her consume all that water. But on a serious note, she is a tea lover, a caffeine lover. She's not a big Coke drinker, a big soda drinker, carbonated, but she will drink tea 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So my concern is that one of these days your body's going to say, you know what? I'm going to do that to you and this to you because you don't consume enough water.
It have the caffeine in it, and that's what they say is bad for us. And then speaking of that, for all the tea drinkers and coffee drinkers, when you have the system on that, you don't use much tea and coffee. Okay. So I can go on and on the things that take care of your house. you take care of your water, what it would save you in the long run.
Okay.
So, like, when people use, I was at Mr. Cook. If you listen to Mr. Cook, I'm putting you out on the spot. Mr. Cook, he had called me one of my cousins. He lived in my extended family member. He lived in Spring, and I put him water system on. So he normally put 2 shots, 2 spoonfuls of coffee before I came to his house. 2 spoonfuls of coffee into his. He make his coffee.
Okay.
So when he got his system, he is already microbrained his head. You know what I'm saying? He put 2 tablespoons of coffee still in that purified water. So he called me up. He's like,
Coffee strong.
"Man, coffee strong as hell." He said, "Man, what you do to my water?" I said, "What you mean?" He said, "Man, my coffee is more strong." I said, "But Mr. Cook, how many scoops did you use?" My normal 2 scoops. I said, "Oh, I forgot to tell you. You only need half a scoop. And you will still get the same coffee." So now he used a half a scoop of coffee. Instead of using the 2 spoonful, he used only half a spoonful. And he's like, "Man, this coffee is amazing."
So because so many contaminants aren't in the water, once it's purified, you don't need as many scoops of coffee. That is what you're telling us.
Yes. Like tea bags, you know what I'm saying? People that make tea, everything that you use in your house that you have to use water for, you can shrink it down.
Run down that list right quick. What can you save money on just by purifying your water?
One, you're gonna put longer lifespans on all your appliances in your house. Your water heater, gonna live the life that it's supposed to live.
Have mercy.
Your water heater, your shower heads.
We replaced one of them last year.
Oh yeah. And
Two. One at the business and one at home.
And it's not cheap. It's not cheap.
No, they're not cheap.
Because you gotta get a plumber. They're gonna charge at least about $1,200-$1,300 just
Yes,
to put it in.
Yes.
And then you gotta go and get the water heater, which probably costs you about another $1,000, $1,200.
$1,200.
So that's $2,200. Now that's unexpected.
Right.
That's why I call it unexpected bill to go out.
Right.
So if you got an unexpected bill go out and that just costs you.
Yes, sir.
Or your washer
Yes,
goes out.
yes,
That just costs you.
Ouchie.
An ouchie.
Ouchie.
Because my washer, I know it costs. That's what it's ouchie.
Right.
If you have plumbing issues, that's your pipes bursting. When a lot of people when we had the freeze, a lot of people pipes was bursting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the calcium build up and turns to form as a rock.
Right.
So when it get cold, it just swells.
Right.
It expands
and it explodes. That's
Okay.
why a lot of people's having those pipes. But the people that have the water filtration systems, their water just kept flowing.
Because there was no blockage.
There was no blockage.
Yeah, that calcium build up in that pipe. You got a pipe this big, you might be getting that much water through it.
Just squeaking.
Yeah,
through
we
the-
cut them off. We cut a pipe off
Uh-huh.
and looked at it, and it might have been in diameter 2 inches round,
Uh-huh.
but you was only getting a quarter of an inch of water through there.
Wow.
Because
The water
that's
pressure
what it
was
is.
low.
The water pressure low, and that's what makes the water pressure low because
Wow.
the calcium just sits. It just sits.
Wow.
It sits. So when and I mean, people take my word for it. When you cut your hot water on in the morning time, do it heat up right away, or do it take a minute to get hot?
Take a minute to get hot.
That's 'cause your water-
You got to heat through that whole water heater because all this calcium is around your water heater. So
Wow.
you got to heat through that first in order to come to the house for your water can get hot.
Wow.
I mean, education, man.
Education on the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour tonight. Mr. Bruce George is here. He's selling energy and he's selling purified water. He wants to install.
I'm
helping
because I can't sell nothing you already have.
Right.
You already have energy. All I'm doing is helping you and educating you on your money.
Saving your money.
Saving your money.
Saving your money. And he wants to save you money on your energy bill. A lot of us are uneducated when it comes to energy bills. I didn't even know that they were price gouging last year sometime and charging people $30 per kilowatt hour. That it sounds crazy to me because I used to sell energy. So I know it's from anywhere from 5 cents to like 13 cents at the highest, I believe, from my recollection. So to hear 35 cents, y'all, to 13 cents, and they start selling it for $30 per kilowatt hour. Mr. Bruce George is here to educate you on that, to make sure you're not getting price gouged
Somebody
when
said-
it comes to paying your energy bill. What did your listening audience say?
Somebody said, "Can y'all come to Georgia?" Yep, I'm on my way.
Yeah, we coming.
There you go. There you go.
I'm on my way. I feel up, but we coming. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's anywhere. It's anywhere that where you live at.
Right.
You can look up the website because it's everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's everywhere. And
Mr.
I can tell you exactly. You can tell exactly what's coming in your house.
Right. Mr. Bruce George is here to educate you first, because you have a lot of slick salesmen out there that'll tell you anything to get your money. No, he wants to educate you first and send you to a website. He's going to send you to a website. We have it on our live feeds. But one more time, just to make sure, that website is to go and find contaminants for your region, wherever you live.
EWG Tap Water Database.
And
That's EWG Tap Water Database.
and they will break it down into regions nationwide, or is that just in Texas?
Nationwide. It's everywhere.
Nationwide. Y'all go to EWG
Tap Water Database.
EWG Tap Water Base Database.
Yep.
I done screwed off another
Okay,
name.
that's what it is.
Y'all
And
go
then
to
put in your zip code.
that
Put in
website.
your zip code.
Put in your zip code. He's educating you right now. So by the time he gets off air tonight, you'll know how many contaminants are in your drinking water that's coming out of your faucets, that you're consuming, your kids are consuming, your husbands and your wives are consuming, after you go to that website and see how you're contaminating your body, how you're breaking down your teeth, how you're ruining your skin, how you're ruining your clothes, how you're wasting too much money on hair conditioner, on laundry detergent. Hey, give this man a call and see if you can get a filtration system.
Bruce, like you haven't aged a bit.
He's drinking that water.
Drinking the right water.
Drink that right and I eat right. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yes, sir.
You know, I just told the person the other day, man, to somebody, I got a daughter 31 years old. I'm like, what? I said, yeah, my daughter is 31. My oldest child is 31. My son just turned 30. And then my daughter, that's Jasmine, the oldest. And then my son, Ronald, he's 30. He's right behind. He just had a birthday in February. Jada coming up. No, she's the baby. And then Brandy is 26. So I have older children.
Right.
When people see me, they always tell me, man, you don't look like I'm 40. How old am I? My birthday next month, so I'll be 47.
Got you.
But I mean, I feel good, man.
Yeah, you got away from all that fried chicken.
That was the one thing.
Yeah,
I don't eat fried chicken no more.
Oh, you don't?
No, sir.
Not at all.
Not at all.
You
If I
done
do, I air fry it.
You done cooked enough of it.
I do baked stuff, man. I eat a lot of salmon and baked fish and stuff like that.
Okay.
I've been trying to stay slim,
Yeah. That's a good thing. I need to get on that myself. I
feel so much better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I
Clean.
I feel cleaner, man. I feel my brother, he gave me this book I read years ago, How to Eat to Live by Ms. Louis Farrakhan.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I read and studied and mastered that book. You know what I mean? So things that I eat now, we are what we eat.
Yes, sir.
This is what it is.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So I eat a lot of plant-based food now. Every morning I drink tea. I drink me a cup of tea, Lisa. You know what I mean? I drink me some green tea.
But you don't drink it all day, do you?
No, just one cup.
Okay,
Just
Lisa.
one cup.
Don't feed into that. She drinks it all day. I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I drink 1 cup of tea and I put cinnamon, turmeric.
Turmeric?
Yeah, turmeric.
Okay.
Put that in there.
She recently started cooking with that a lot
Yeah,
more.
it's good for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Turmeric, lemon, lime, honey, and did I say cinnamon sticks? Yeah, cinnamon sticks and green tea.
You
Okay.
got me drinking it
Yeah,
every day.
Oh, yeah.
Every day.
And you will literally. First of all, I don't get as hungry I used to. Like this morning, I ate a honey bun. I wasn't hungry until 5 o'clock.
Mm.
The next time I ate was 5 o'clock.
Mm.
It literally craves your appetite, and it will have you with so much energy that you like, what in the world?
Okay.
But that turmeric, it does something to your body.
And digestive health.
Yeah.
It takes away, because I was having a problem with that gassy feeling,
Yeah,
that nausea feeling every morning.
Mhm.
Start drinking a cup of that. And I mean, it just it's gone. You know, they don't have the digestive health is just
Awesome.
terrific.
Yeah.
You know, so
And I mean, I'm talking about I feel good. Like, you know, I used to be tired and drained when I eat all that fried chicken. You know, you be tired and drained throughout the day. You just be lazy and sluggish.
Mhm.
I don't none of that, man. I get up every morning at between 6 and 6:30. I don't go to bed till maybe about 1. And I'm right back up without an alarm clock or anything. I'm right back up, ready to go. My wife looking at me like, I'm going to, you want some tea?
Yeah.
I'm going to get some tea.
Gas up.
Right, gas.
You got to gas up before you get started in the morning.
You got to, man, because I know how my day can go.
Right.
I mean, like I said, I'd have been all over Houston today.
Mm-hmm.
So I know how my day can go. You know, I try to focus on one area, but when I have people call me,
Right.
I'm on my way.
On your way. Like the road runner. Remember road runner? Beep, beep. Yeah. On
he
the way.
coming.
I'm coming.
On the way. We are talking about saving you money, and we're not talking about furniture, old mattress Mac. I love it, man. I gotta shout him out right quick. We're not talking about saving your money on your furniture. We're talking about saving your money on your energy bill every month. We're talking about saving your money on your water bill, and also, I'm gonna tell on him one time. Also, not only he doesn't only want to save your money on your water bill, he wants to put these folks Ozark and them out of business. That's what he's trying to do, because he wants you to purchase his water filtration system. Tell them how much. A lot of people are sitting out there listening to the water filtration system. I can't afford that. So
well,
tell them.
They do it already. You buy bottled water, right?
Yes.
Okay, you already do it.
You're already buying a water filtration system.
I tell people all the time, don't never say that you can't afford it because you're already doing it.
Okay.
You paying an extra water bill because you're going out and buying bottles. Now I've been in people's houses, they have bottled water and gallons.
And the gallons.
They use bottled water for drinking water and
one bill
and the gallon for cooking.
So two bills.
So you doing all this extra nonsense. All you gotta do is just fix the problem.
Fix the problem. And fix your filtration system. And you'll have every bottled water you want, whether it's Ozark. I can't even name all these bottles of water they got out here.
This Great Value, Ozark, Green, what did the Mount?
Niagara.
Niagara. Dasani.
Nestle. Dasani.
I mean, Essence, and man, they got so many different damn bottles.
And they all made in the same brick.
And I want y'all to understand. This, right?
Wait a minute. Before, hold your thought. Go ahead. You want us to understand something? Hold your thought. Don't forget. You mean to tell me I got some people? What is that water called? It's from Hawaii, Kiwi or something. They live by that water. It's Hawaiian. It's a blue bottle, and it's got
glass.
It's plastic. It's Hawaiian. What's the name of that water, Lisa? It's a blue bottle, almost the color of my shirt, and it's some Hawaiian name on the side of it, Kiwi or Honolulu. I can't remember, but they live.
They live by name. Let me explain something to y'all when it comes to this bottle. Do y'all know that bottled water company is a multi-million-dollar business?
Yes, sir. Just
think about it. And I know everybody that's done this. If you stop at a gas station, right, and buy one bottle of water, how much do it cost you?
$2.93.
But if you go to the grocery store and buy a whole case, how much do it cost you?
$2.97.
Come on, people.
Fiji.
Come on, Fiji.
Fiji. Yeah. That's the name of
it. People, we got to wake up. We go into a restaurant. Y'all think walk into a restaurant, ask for a bottle of water, $2 for one bottle of water. But I can go buy 36 of them. For $3.
For $3 and 48 cents. $3.48.
I go buy 3.
Right.
Now you see how much money these bottled water companies making?
Yes, sir.
When I was in the restaurant field, and I mean I'm not there no more, so I can tell y'all.
Right.
The profit was the bottled water. It wasn't the fried chicken.
No.
It wasn't the greens. It wasn't the mac and cheese.
They was making this much off of that.
Making this much, but I'm making 100% profit on the bottled water. Cause I used to go to the store. By 48. It was 40 cases, 40 bottle waters in the case. Said one of these for $2. The case was $4.
So you sold
two bottle waters paid for the whole case, and now I got 38 bottles of profit. And people would pay it all day long.
Free game on the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour.
So next time y'all want to go buy a bottle of water, go buy a case. That's even with the sodas too. You know what I'm saying? If you go into Walmart,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and the cold sodas, one bottle,
Yes, sir.
is $2 or something, but they got a whole 6-pack for $2.50.
Yes, sir.
They $5 now, buddy.
They $5
$5
now.
now.
I mean, you catch them on sale two for $5.
Paying for convenience.
Paying for convenience
Mhm.
because it's cold.
Yes.
I don't like cold stuff no way. You know what I'm saying? Let's go buy this 6-pack
Right.
for $2.50 instead of paying $2.29 for one.
Water filtration system. You can afford it, everybody.
You already do it.
In your own home. You're already spending money, unnecessary money, on water bottles. He just broke it down for you. You're already spending unnecessary money on bottled water. You're contaminating your body because there are contaminants in the plastic that they package the water in, that they pump the water into, and you pump into you consume into your body. They're already contaminating you. All you got to do is cut out those water bills that you're paying. You're paying your water bill with the city or the county already, and then you're going to Sam's and HEB and you're spending all kinds of money on filtered water or purified water that comes in a bottle that's contaminating you. The plastics are contaminating you. Get your water filtration system through Mr. Bruce George. How do they get your water system, sir?
You can contact me at Bruce George on Facebook. I'm on Bruce George on Facebook, or you can email me at BG Energy Advisor, or you can get me on Instagram as BG Energy Advisor.
Okay.
I would put my phone number out, but I got a lot of people out here just be wanting to call me, just be talking.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
That ain't gonna happen.
So once you email me, then I know you're serious about it. Then you can have my phone number. I'm always around. I'm never going to be a person that's going to, be there and then not be there. I'm always there for y'all.
Okay. We have covered 2 of his small businesses. Now it's time to get to his last small business. We've already covered saving money on your energy bill. Some of you are getting fleeced. Some of you are getting a bunch of price gouging is going on in the energy world. Make sure you're calling for saving money on your energy bill. Make sure you're paying a fair price. You should be paying between 5 and 13 cents per kilowatt hour. Nothing above that, correct?
Correct.
Nothing above that. Make sure you give him a call. Save money on your energy bill first of all, then save money on your filtration system and make your family a healthier family by not contaminating them with the water that's already naturally in your home and that's coming out of these bottles, these purified water bottles. That's the 2 businesses that we want you to patronize his small businesses on. Now, the 3rd business and the last building we're going to highlight tonight is his trucking company.
All right.
Let's talk about it, man. I don't know much about the trucking industry. All I know is I did delivery for a while. That's as far as that went. But the trucking industry, we talked about it a little while ago with gas prices.
Right.
Let's talk about it. How are these gas prices going to hinder your business?
It's going to cut. It's going to cut. But actually, my truck is down right now. But like I say, man, things happen for a reason. Because in trucking industry, you deal with these people called the brokers, right?
Brokers?
Yes, the brokers. Broker is the middleman from the customer.
Okay.
So you have the customer who wants the product moved from one location to the next.
Yes, sir.
And then you have they contact the brokers to get these loads moved.
Okay.
However, the brokers try to get rich off of the drivers, the truck drivers. So they'll say, for instance, you the customer, you pay the broker $2,000 to get your product from here to here.
$2,000.
$2,000.
Okay.
The broker will put it on we call this thing called load board. The brokers will put it on load board for $900. Pocket themselves $1,100.
Okay.
Pay you little kibbles and bits.
Oh man.
And all they doing is a transaction from here to here, and they ain't going out, they ain't driving nowhere, they ain't putting no gas in there. So they try to lowball you on load, So that's hurting already. And now the gas price is gouging because I used to drive from here to Denver, Colorado, to Dallas, to Atlanta, to Chicago, to Memphis, to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. These be my routes. San Antonio.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it costs them. That's gas.
Right.
You know, and then now on that, you got to do your DOT inspection.
Mhm.
You got to pay for your commercial insurance.
Yes, sir.
Which on your commercial insurance with trucking, you got to have $1 million insurance policy,
Okay.
and you got to have $100,000 worth of cargo insurance.
Got you.
So that is covered. So you got to have all these requirements, but yet the brokers is literally penny pinching. And now with these gas prices, man, you know the truck is gonna go.
That's
down.
why a lot of wives now has went in with husband with trucks, has went into the brokering business from home.
Yep.
And I mean, all that money is staying in house. Yeah, I mean, it's just that's what it's them went through. I see a lot. If you look at Facebook, you will see a lot of realtors, a lot of people that's home during the day that really don't have to punch a clock.
Yes, sir.
Opening up broker businesses everywhere. And I was like,
Keep your money in the house.
yeah.
Keep your money in the house. It's like they going out find load. Your wife and your spouse can as well. Dispatching. You know, a lot of wives is going to, helping. So they find the load because you got companies out there that dispatch. That you pay anywhere between 8 to 15% of your cost of your load. So the load is $1,500. That dispatcher, got you the load. So you pay her 8 to 15% of that load. So that's one thing. And then you already get lowball from the broker.
I've heard nightmare stories about that where guys would, they would be all excited. I stay busy. I stay busy. I go to California next week. I go to New York next week. I go to Washington the week after that. I go to Florida the week after that. And then actuality hits them. Reality hits them that somebody, a broker probably, has lowballed them, didn't calculate that out of this, say $5,000 load, $2,000 of that is gas. 400 of that is this bill. 400 of that is that bill. You have a blowout.
You load for free.
And you end up taking a load for free.
Yeah.
But when you left Houston, I'm finna make me 5 racks. I'm finna make me $5,000, and by the end of it, you'd be lucky to make 1,000.
You've been away from home all the time.
All this time. I've heard nightmare stories about that, and that's because of brokers a lot of the time.
Because people don't do their homework on the brokers too. Okay, so there's a lot of brokers out there. Every industry have shady people.
Mm-hmm.
Every industry, and the trucking is one of those. They got some shady brokers.
Okay.
Right? You got some companies, some broken companies that. So you have this thing called a factoring company, right? So
Say it again.
A factoring company.
Factoring.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of truckers that knows that been in trucking, they know about the factoring company.
Okay.
That's a factoring company is like where they will wait for the money instead of you waiting for the money. Because if you take a load, that person that broke you take a load from, they got up to like 30 days to pay you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you can go a long period of time without getting paid. But the factoring company, they'll step in. And then you can factor your load through them, and then they'll pay you the next day.
Okay.
So they'll wait for the money from the broker. But we have some of the brokers that it's a tool that the factoring company give us to run credit checks on the brokers. And if the brokers don't pass credit with them, they advise us not to take loads from them because they don't like to pay their bills.
The truck driver.
The brokers.
The brokers don't like to pay the bills. Okay.
Yeah. So you would take a load for them, but you'll never get paid for it.
Okay.
But for those that's been in that situation before, don't fight with the brokers. You file a claim against they got a bond, assured bond. You file a claim against their bond, and they make them give you your money. Because if you only a broker can only have one bond, assurance bond.
Okay.
So if you file a claim against that you ain't get paid, they're gonna shut that bond down.
You said an insurance bond?
Insurance
bond.
A surety bond.
A surety
bond.
Surety bond. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you file with their surety bond. Hey, look, I took a load for this broker. He ain't paid me. So they're gonna contact that broker like, if you pay him or we're gonna cut you off. And they can't with a broker company. They have to have that. They can't.
Everybody got to have them now. You can't open up a business without having a surety bond.
A surety bond. Okay.
Yeah. Insurance, you got to have to sell insurance. You got to have a surety bond.
Oh wow.
To have a car business, you got to have a surety bond. You got to have pretty much be bonded. That's why people say I'm bonded.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what it basically means.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you file against that, and you'll
Yeah.
get your money. You ain't got to call them to get because they gonna do them to spin you around, not answer the telephone.
Like right now, that's what the problem I'm having. I traded a car in,
Mhm.
and they never paid the car off.
Wow.
And I paid the car that I bought from them. I paid it off, traded it in, bought another car. It's been 6 years. So I go to buy a house, and they tell me you got a repo on your credit. And I'm like, I got a repo on my credit. How I got a repo on my credit?
Right.
Well, this car never was paid off. You owe this much on this car. Wait a minute. I traded this car in. So I got a paperwork showing where I traded this car in.
Yeah.
You know, so $1,000 turned into $8,000 with interest because it's sat there for 3 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm fighting. So a buddy of mine from Atlanta called me. He said, I got a bond. File against their bond. Their bond is still on record.
Yeah. Still
All you gotta do is file against their bond. The car lot shut down.
Yeah.
You know, he
But
said they bond is still there.
Still there. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can file against that bond.
File against that bond. You know, a lot of truckers don't know that. You know, don't fight with them damn brokers. And then listen to your factory company. If they tell you guys don't take a load because they didn't, this broker company didn't file, they tell you that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna get paid. They tell you that for a reason. Now you take it, they do a thing called quick pay. Well, I did it when because I was just sitting and the guy called me up. He like, bro, I'm like, man, my factory company don't accept you. He like, well, bro, do you take Zelle? I said, hell yeah, I'll take Zelle. You know what I'm saying? That's even better for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he Zelled me half of the money up front. When I got to the location, picked the load up, he Zelled me half of it. So when I got to the destination, which was in Chicago, when I got to Chicago, I called him up like, hey, I made it to the
Before I take it off, you gotta pay me.
Zell my other money. If not,
Or it's going to the house with me.
it's going to the house with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Until you guys pay me, because now they all fault for that load.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in fault because the company's gonna call them. They're gonna call me.
Okay.
Where's my load? Where's my load? And all they gonna do is gonna call me. That's all they do. I have your load. I'm waiting for my money. Then I'll deliver it. I'm here at the location. I'll take some picture, everything. I'm here at the location. You know what I'm saying? Send me to have my money. I can unload. If not, you're not getting the load.
Because they can withhold it.
Yeah, they can withhold it.
Once you drop it on the ground, it's theirs.
It's theirs.
It's theirs.
It's theirs.
This is new to me. I knew nothing about a broker. I know all about dispatchers. The first time in my life I've ever heard about
Well, it's a
broker.
big thing that just recently came up. It ain't been around. You know, it's been around, but it wasn't as really big as it is now. Everybody wants the convenience.
Yeah.
You know, and basically that's what it is. It's the convenience of you not having to get out there and search for a load, or you know, it's right there on the load board.
Yeah, it's on the load board. They have multiple different load boards, but you know, you pay for the best one. You know what I'm saying? Try to get on the best one that has the loads that's for the equipment that you have. Whether you have a box truck with a lift gate, whether you have an 18-wheeler, whether you have a reefer, whether you have a flatbed, a hot shot, it doesn't matter. You get on there and you search for the loads that's needed for that load.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I had a box truck. You know, I can hold up to 10,000 pounds on my box truck.
Okay.
You know, they forklift. You know, my pallet jack. You know, because that's some of the requirements they have: a pallet jack and the lift gate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because sometimes you go to a place where you have to, like I used to deliver for U-Haul, all the boxes and all that stuff, and then you know they ain't got no dock.
Okay.
So you just loading their stuff right in front, and then the employees come out and get it.
Okay.
You know, so
Okay.
I mean, it's a good, but right now with all this gas prices and everything going up, and mainly how they really price gouging on now two things: the gas and the commercial insurance. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of drivers is getting into more accidents, and when it's constantly happening, you got these insurance companies is constantly raising the premiums up, where it's almost impossible to stay busy when you got to deal with all your fees and your insurance, your like I say, you let the truck break down, tire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Tires, what, $1,000 a piece?
$1,200.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got my tire $4,800. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand it's peace. I like driving. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, when you on that road like that, you gotta like literally, you gotta be beneficial.
It has to be beneficial.
You gotta be beneficial.
Got bills to pay.
Yeah, got bills to pay.
Family to feed.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Bruce George, we've got about 10 minutes left in the show. And in that 10 minutes, I want you to summarize today's show and make sure our listening audience knows everything you bring to the table and why they should patronize you.
One thing about me, you guys gonna get a straight up answer from me. I love what I do. I love people. If anybody knows, all the way back in Sweet Pie, I take care of people who I come in contact with. I want to educate, make sure everybody know where their money going. And just because people say, well, I got it, I got to pay a light bill. Yeah, but you don't have to pay that much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay 18 or 19 cents. That's your money you throwing out the window. And if you don't value your dollar,
who will?
Who will?
Mm-hmm.
I heard people say, our money and everything, we're trying to live without it.
Try to live without it.
Try to live without it.
I hate when they say that too.
I hate when somebody tell me that. Yeah. And I'm one person, I rarely say hate something. Right. But I hate when somebody tell me our money and everything. I said, well, try to live without it.
Try to live without it. It becomes everything then.
Everything.
Everything
revolves around or what you make. Now, the thing is do you want to make something so expensive for somebody where they can't afford it, or you want to make it reach? See, I make it affordable. You know what I'm saying, for people. Because when I come in your house, I'm going to show you that you already doing it. I'm going to compensate for some of your money for the energy that you already paying. So when you're getting that back, that's going towards your water system. Then you buying bottled water, so you're going to compensate for that. So that's you paying for your system already. Don't even realize it.
Don't even realize it.
And you ain't, when I come into people's house, I say, if it don't cost you 1 cent over your current budget, you'll have in your house today, won't you?
Yes.
I'm showing you a way. Because I'm gonna delete this from your house. And that box of detergent that you had and that you go through every 2 weeks,
yes, sir.
That's gonna last you 2 months.
2 months.
That dishwasher liquid hand sanitizer, that CLR that you buy, that's almost $10 a bottle.
That breaks away your calcium.
Don't you see this financial advisor coming along?
You know what I'm saying? More chemicals that's already added to the chemicals you already got. Mm-hmm. Do it make sense?
No, none at all.
So when I come to your house and I show you all the hardness, all the calcium in your water, and I'm going to ask you, when you first bought this house, and they told you had a choice between this water and that water, which one would you choose? You're going to say this one? Well, if it made sense then, don't it make any more sense now?
It makes it. What is this one?
This one is the clear, purified water. This is the.
If I had a choice, I would have chosen this one, but they don't give you that choice when you move into a home.
Because all they want to do is sell you the house.
Right.
They don't tell you go look on the thing and tell you how bad your water is in here.
No.
They just want to sell you because they want to get the commission.
So now you know what to do when you buy a house.
Yeah, look up that zip code.
Yes, sir.
Look up that zip code. See, hold on, sir. Wait 1 second. Let me look at this. Oh man, these got so many contaminants in this water here.
Yeah, you're gonna kill us all.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't telling me about that, but you gonna tell me about the view that it got and this and that. I don't care about that.
Right.
I won't care about one if it's my house in the flood zone. Mm-hmm. I don't care two. How bad is my water over in this area?
Right.
Because those things are going to be important to me and my family because I'm going to be paying on this house for the next 15 or 30 years.
That's right.
So I want to make sure my family is safe and that, hey, make sure your family's safe as well.
Y'all listen up.
That's what we do.
Y'all listen up. It's all about education tonight. It's all about keeping your family safe, keeping contaminants out of their body, helping you save money. That's what this show has been all about.
Every day.
That's what it's been all about. And every time this gentleman comes to the studio, I hate to see him go. We can sit here another 2 hours, and I would enjoy
all you realtors out there, we coming with these water systems. Can you? Yeah. That'll be the perfect thing for you down there in Brenham.
Water rough down there, ain't it, man?
Yes.
Because once you tell your clients this, and once you can get this in your house, and I mean, we can sit down at the table. You know what I mean? I don't care about sharing no money because I want people to know this. I want people to be educated. Like I say, it's not about the money with me. It's about health. In the words, like I say, my last show, my 9-year-old grandson, he's 9 now, went through cancer. We went through chemo. How do a child get cancer?
All the chemicals he's eating in the candy, in the McDonald's, in the water. Ain't no telling.
I cook for him every day now. You know, I literally watch his meals now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want nobody family went through what I went through. That was this is my first grandson, my firstborn. I know he was born with cleft palate. That was the one thing. So he had to go through undo 6 surgeries, and then to come to find out at the age of 7 you got cancer. Come on, man.
That's a rough life already.
This little man didn't live
already.
A life that I never been through no surgery. I've never been through none of this stuff. But at 9 years old, he done been through so much.
Been through it all.
So I never want nobody's family to go through what my family go through. That's why I like to help and educate people.
There you go.
You got to eat right, and you got to watch what's coming to your house.
Got to watch what you're consuming. Every day of your life. We've discussed everything from what you consume on your main entrees, fruits, vegetables, water. We've discussed water all night. We've discussed energy. We discussed his trucking business also, even though his truck is broken down right now. So we really concentrated on saving you money on your electricity bill, on your energy bill. We talked about saving your money on your water bill and keeping you more healthy with the purification systems that they sell and come to your house. They test your water. We've talked about it all. If you missed our interview tonight, all you have to do is go to YouTube here shortly. We'll upload it to YouTube, or right now you can go to Facebook page at Real Talk 100 Radio or Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour on Facebook and listen to the entirety. Listen to the interview in its entirety. Before we get off air tonight, I want to make sure my panel has something to say. If they have something to say, I want to make sure they get it out before we get off air tonight.
You can go, Lisa.
Yeah, so I just want to mention our sponsors for tonight's show so that they get some recognition. We normally do that at the beginning and the afternoon. I wasn't prepared earlier, so definitely want to take some time to appreciate and thank Craven Cakes at 7676 Hillmont Street, Houston, Texas. Their website is www.cravncakes.squarespace.com. You spell Craven with KRAVINCAKEZ.squarespace.com. You can also reach them by phone at 979-530-7538. And this is for all your cake needs. No, they're not going to make you a German chocolate cake. They are cake designers, and they can pretty much do almost, if not everything, that you put your heart and mind to. So all you got to do is give them some ideas, send them a picture, and they'll make it happen. And let me tell you, the flavor is out of this world amazing. The chocolate that they use for their shoes and the chocolate covered strawberry, amazing. So definitely check them out. And our other sponsor for tonight's show is Let 'em Eat Food and Catering. We will have a new address updated soon, but he can be reached at 281-995-7801. And when I tell you everything this man cooks is amazing, definitely check him out. He'll be back in the studio with us before too long. So definitely go check him out, order his food. He does catering and meals. And he's actually going to have a brick and mortar location that we will share with you probably next week. We'll have that information for you. So thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, and follow our pages. And as always, tune in next Tuesday at 7 o'clock for our next segment on the Real Talk Power Hour.
Okay.
Can Wayne?
Yeah, I got one thing that I want to mention for people out there that people may not know. Saw it last night. I did a little research on it today, had a conference call on it. Anyone that knows or anyone in your family that has passed away from COVID, there are millions of dollars out there in FEMA to assist with funeral costs. So no, we don't know that, and they're not putting it out there for us. They're paying up to $9,000 reimbursement for funeral costs for anybody that has died from COVID in the last 2 years, from 2020 up until now. So that money is available out there. All you have to do is go to FEMA.gov or FEMA.com. Look it up. It is out there. So if you have a loved one that has passed away, mother, grandmother, father, child, cousin, anybody like that, that money is available. The government is holding that money So we need to put this out there to let everybody know that that money is there. All you have to have is two things: a death certificate, and yep. And I mean that's it, you know. And you take it to the funeral home and get them to sign off on it. And hey, you send it in, and the government will reimburse you up to $9,000 for funeral costs.
That's good information.
That's information they're not publicizing.
And it doesn't matter if insurance paid for the funeral or not.
Okay.
So that you know, that's not a biggie. So you know, there's no credit check. They don't do it off of, from what I understand and what I've researched. It doesn't matter how much money you make, how much money you got. You know, it's something that's funds that's allocated for that specific reason through the government. But where does it go? It goes back to the government and nobody claims it.
Okay.
So
They can use it for elsewhere. That's why I ain't telling nobody.
That's why they not telling nobody. That's what we do here on the Real Talk 100 Radio's network. That's what we do here on Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. I forgot what day it is. Every Tuesday. Every Tuesday night from scheduled time. Scheduled time is from 7 to 8, but hey,
But we go over.
2 hours coming. 2 hours is coming.
We go over routinely because we just love talking about small business. We love talking about helping people. And tonight it was no different. We've been giving information that helps families, helps communities all night long with Mr. Bruce George. Please go back and watch the video, share the video, and stay tuned to our next Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour, where we empower, encourage, and uplift other small business owners weekly. If you would like to create awareness about your small business, all you got to do is text POWER to 936-333-1969. That's text POWER to 936-333-1969 if you would like to create awareness about your small business on our platform. Until next week, next Tuesday night at 7 p.m., we're out of here, y'all. We'll see y'all. Bye-bye.
Peace.
See?